Hey everyone, it's Matt from Matt and Cat Things. I'm here doing another watch video. This one is a little different. I'm getting into something not new, so we'll see how that goes. You know, for me, for watchmakers, I suspect a lot of new watchmakers, you need to have a reference of what you took apart so you can put it back together. So largely, I'm filming this for that. But hey, you know, I got this little YouTube channel, might as well throw something up here. Also, unlike, you know, the guys that inspired me, like Marshall and everyone, yeah, this is going to be a lot of mistakes, breaking stuff, getting stuck. But hey, you know, someone might need to see it. At a minimum, I will to put it back together. So hope you enjoy it. I did get wicked stuck in this watch. I couldn't keep going. I broke something or something broke. So if you are a watchmaker and you're watching this, I'd appreciate any help you could give me. So everyone take care, and we'll see you later. Bye. Okay, well, I think I've been practicing enough on that ST36, so I think I might start getting into something different. This watch here is something I picked up at it's called the Rastro, which is like a flea market in Madrid, Spain. 25, no, I think I paid 20 euros for this. It ain't much, I never heard of it. I know it was manual, so that's about all I can tell you. That's why I picked it up. Corticima. I'll put up a little blurb here about what the background of this watch is from ChatGPT. All right, hands move. Kind of smooth. Oh, you can see the second hand start going there. Takes a winding. Let's see what this says. So, I think first we'll get these. Whoa, that launched. Story of my life here. Parts launching all over the place. Okay. I'm gonna have to find that spring bar pretty soon. And let's see if we can be lucky enough for no. Okay, what do we see here? Well, she's ticking right along. I'm gonna try out this camera to see if we can show you with detail what we're looking for. Let's see if we can get out the stem. Okay. And that means means we should be able to take this movement out. There we go. Let's look at this. Yeah, probably definitely place that. Don't know which way this pushes out, in or out. Never done this part. Oh, out is the answer. We'll have to see about replacing that. All right, let's get some finger cuts. Probably don't really need these when you take it apart, I guess. Or $20 watch. But, all right. This ring obviously comes off. Now, how does this? I've seen in the past people have removed the dial on these little side screws. Let's see if that will split it. Oh, duh. Okay, guys. First, we need to take these hands off. Okay. Ooh, they're tiny. And then this little one. I don't know if someone would tell you to take the power out before you do this. Probably. Because that's still going. All right, now this might come off. There we go. All right, let's see. How does this look? Yeah, I was hoping that more of this on the dial would be dust, but I don't know. Sometimes people clean these things up, but it seems more like people are always talking about not messing with them. The posts here are still good. Look at the back. Well, let's get it on a holder. Oh, look. The Canon pinion just, oh, I got parts flying all over, man. All right, so that's not a canyon pinion. That's, I don't know what you call that wheel right there. And this was on here. Spacer. So this has to come off. And then this wheel. What I don't see is a click. Like, where do I take the power out of this thing? This is also the smallest movement I've ever worked on. Gosh, I don't even know if I got a problem here. No. Well, okay. Sure. That's a problem. You won't believe it, but I probably gotta buy another tool, which seems to be the story of this hobby. So it looks as though here's the click spring, right, or the click is right here. You can see it move when I see it move there. So that's what we gotta hold back. But the problem is I don't have a holder. And I really need to be able to hold this while I do that. So, for right now, this might be it. Okay, so I got offline for a second, and this is my holder. I got offline for a second because I was trying my hardest to, get this to fit in here, and it wouldn't. So I went to order a new one from Esslinger, and I started seeing where they were talking about being reversible. So little do I know, whew, gosh, this is small. This is small. So back to letting out this mainspring. So let me put the stem back in. See if we can reverse this over. Slide it and let out the power. Just let that go. Yeah. Usually I see most people start with the balance bridge. How about you guys? I always have a lot of trouble getting these to sit cleanly and... Alright, so I guess we can take off.
Mike's on his way.
Okay.
You all ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
You wear a long sleeve shirt or a short?
I wear what I'm wearing. Alright, let's take this. So that's neat. Under that wheel, all the clutch stuff is under there. That's kind of neat. So, might as well take that out now, I guess. Look at how dirty that is right there. I don't know if you can tell. A lot of dirt. Okay, so the click spring is unlike any I've seen. This is a oh, okay. It's not under tension now. Usually the click is like, oh, all the watches I've worked on, the click spring has been a little circle with the chicken thing. Whoa. Oh, God, that's small. Okay. And now we'll see if this one is reverse threaded like they usually are. Yep. Righty-loosey. Oh, you guys can't see nothing if I do that. Righty-loosey on that. I wanted to use all the names of the wheels, but I'm having a blank right now. Clutch wheel. Whew. All right. So now I suspect we'll get into this bridge here. What is this bridge? Ah, okay. That's going to be the barrel bridge. And this will be the train of wheels. So this looks like it's on top. So let's do the train wheel bridges. Oh, too big. I don't know how to do this so you guys can see it all the time. Okay. These barrel bridge screws, or these train of wheels bridge screws are longer. Okay. Sorry if you can't see what I'm doing when I'm unscrewing things. It's a bummer, I know that. I'm really trying to work on my camera setup. Obviously this is really more for, well, I need this, or I would never get it back together. Okay, ooh, look at all that dirt. Wow, a lot of dirt there. Okay, so center wheel. Ah, you know what? If I'm not mistaken, Now, when I pull this cannon pinion, I might lose that wheel. It might just fall right out. So, this is the cannon pinion here. Got a little tool. Oof. Huh. This tool will not get on it. So, I've heard you can just pop them off. Scary. That's just friction fit. Let's put that with, I'll put it there. Kind of makes sense. So now we can get back over here. Okay. Oh, dagnabbit. So, there is the problem. I lost 2 wheels. They just fell out. So, do not take off your, there's our escape wheel. Do not take off your train of wheels bridge without having the cannon pinion. Take the cannon pinion off first on the other side. Flip it when you're on this side. Then when you take the train of wheels off, bridge off, you'll be able to just pull this straight up because the cannon pinion won't be holding it. I told you I am a, as Graham would say, no, I'm not even a semi-professional amateur. I'm a baby. Like that bridge goes. Something holding it. I see. You can see the pin coming through the other side, right? Let's see if I can get it to you. Right here. It doesn't look like there's anything holding it. Okay, I'm gonna wait because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my Lord. I am going to invent a better movement holder because I have yet to find a way to make this work reliably. All right, let's get into the barrel bridge. So it's funny. So a lot of times this screw here holds on the, what's it called, setting lever. I'm sure it does here too. So that's going to be why I cannot. Well, So if I just take this all the way out, it should let go whatever's behind it. And it'll fall right out. Yep. Well, okay. No, normally the setting lever falls out. I say normally, I don't know what normal is. But when I took this setting lever screw out, normally the setting lever falls out on the other side. And so now this barrel bridge comes off. And then the barrel complete. And I'm still not in the habit of opening these yet. Then we can take this last wheel out maybe? No. It's interesting. This is part of the keyless works, I guess you call it. Should I do this now? No. Let's do the keyless. So this watch was running. I'd like to take this. Well, sometimes I've seen people take a little bit of this screw out here and then take the power out of this right here. There's a setting lever under there. It still didn't fall because there it is. Everything is really dirty. Now that that's off, I can there's a spring. Oh, I didn't even see how that was on there. Sugar. How was that on there? Hopefully I can. Hopefully I can go back and figure that out. Like that, was it? Probably something like that, probably. Yeah. All right, hopefully we can figure that out. This is the oak, I believe. Lots of new, ooh. So, okay, this is like the first and second wheels, I think. I'll put that there. Wow. Is there a ring here? Nope. So that looks like everything on that side. Now we just have that stubborn wheel. Do you see anything holding that wheel right here? This is the back of that wheel right here. Yep, I'm not gonna do much with that yet because I'm just tapping it. Thought it would fall out and it isn't. So I can always probably just run it in the cleaner. If gunk is holding it in, I don't want to just rip it out. So I guess we'll do this pallet bridge here. Pallet fork under here. Pallet fork bridge. Where am I gonna put this thing? I'll put it with the put it with the wheels. See what I mean? Please, someone help me out. What am I doing wrong? Is there a certain orientation you put this in? Holy smokes. I mean, you can't do that too many times before you break something. So I really do need to figure this out. All right, pallet fork bridge. I'll put that with the wheels. Look at that, pallet fork came off with it. Which I'm gonna assume means this is quite dirty. That thing looks, a lot of these pallet forks are symmetrical, at least so far it looks as if they are, but this one, where is it? This one does not look symmetrical. Okay, what else do we have? Did any of that come off? I don't think so. All right, try this again. Okay, I feel like I'm missing something here. What could be holding that wheel in? It's under the, it's under the lip here, but usually you can, this looks like a bridge, but I don't see any screws going through it. Maybe the other side. Oh my. Worst watchmaker ever. Let me get my loop out. Yeah, I cannot see what's holding it. I really don't want to break anything because I have not even really begun to learn how to order some of these parts. I've ordered a few parts, but especially in like a no-name, like I don't know who made this movement. Pretty sure it's Swiss in style, that's all I know. All right. Well, I asked some people on the watch forum about this, and everyone seems to believe that this wheel is stuck in the jewel, like seized to the jewel, maybe because of oils. So I ran through the ultrasonic again, and someone said to use this pinion tool. So that ain't gonna work because the part that pushes down is not wide enough to straddle the wheel. Okay. It's really stuck in there. Well, someone else said push it out through the back. Okay, right here. Oh, well, that sure didn't feel good. Oh man. Pretty sure I just pushed the jewel through. Let's see. Oh yeah. Check that out. No? Not actually 100% sure what I'm looking at. Okay. I think that is definitely the jewel. See the color? That purple, pink. Okay. This just got a lot harder. All right. I'll insert a picture, but this jewel is stuck to the shaft. I did read, well, Chad told me, and so that means it's probably going to be a horrible mistake, but said put it in some naphtha or some kind of solvent, maybe, to get that off. So we'll give it a couple seconds in there. I'm gonna leave that for a few minutes. All right, just a couple minutes. Let's see. Can't really hold it. Whew, my God, that thing is jammed on there. All right, let it soak for a good bit. Okay, we'll leave that for now. All right, let's see. Been a bit. That didn't work. Okay, so I'm going to try to draw what I think I've got going on here. So let's say that this is the plate. And this would be the hole through the plate. This is cross section. This would be the hole through the plate that the wheel goes through. So on the non-dial side, you would have your wheel gear and the shaft sticking through, and I think a little point there. And then you would have the wheel itself. And then the shaft of the wheel that goes through to the dial side. Okay. And of course, none of this is to scale, but there's the jewel, which the shaft goes through, which seems that was pressed, I believe, into this passage. One question I have is in the picture, and I'll point it out. I don't know if it's a reflection, but it kind of feels as if there's a little metal piece right under the jewel, kind of like the cap when you take jewels apart. The part that when you put the oil in, it sticks nicely. I don't know if that's there or not, but it might make sense that this cap is what's friction fit into this hole and the jewel slides free. I don't know, no idea. Now, here is where the second sand would, let me draw one other thing. Again, not to scale. It appears as if there is some sleeve pressed onto, it has lines on it, I'll show it to you. And then the second sand would be attached here. I think this is actually pushed up against there, but it looks as though there's a sleeve pushed over this shaft that either makes it so the whole of the second sand can slide on it, or I have no idea what this is. I'm not even sure I'm right, but I'll point it all out in the picture. So some of the questions are, do I have this right? Is there actually a sleeve pressed over there, and how do I get it off? Secondly, is there a metal cap or some other something that's either this, the shaft slides through, that supports the jewel, or is it just the jewel? And the other question is, if I ever get to pressing this back in, how do you figure out how deep to press it in? So that's what I'm trying to figure out. This is what I think I got. I really would love to have some help with this. Anything you got, would be super appreciated. Thanks.